Hey guys, welcome to a new video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about Redbubble's fee structure, what they're going to be charging depending on what tier, for the standard accounts, how much they're going to be charging. Yesterday like I said, we talked about how they're essentially going to be charging the standard accounts, which they have three tiers. They have the premium, the pro, and the standard. And like I said, unfortunately, there's no information on how you really get selected, or there's no statistical data behind how you get selected into a standard versus a premium versus a pro. And I think for high earners, it only makes sense that they should be in the higher tiers, but they're not. I mean, I'm a high earner, and that's not happening. And I know there's many other high earners out there, and that's not happening for them. And then there was even somebody in the comments who said they uploaded 2 images and they're in the premium or something like that. So I thought it was pretty interesting that they're going to be charging people for this. But regardless, let's go ahead and go over these fees. I'm not going to state my opinions on this because I think my opinions are pretty obvious. But what you're here to see the fees. So, like I said, this is an article that was posted yesterday, and it says they're going to introduce this on May 1st. Okay, so we're introducing new artist account tiers and an account fee. Okay, now let's just talk about that fee. So the fee is explained here. It says, how are fees applied when I do not meet the payment threshold? Okay, so before we even get to that, we'll read about how it works. So it says, say you sold retail worth of $300 in total, okay, and made an $75 with an average margin of 25%, which, by the way, the average margin is less than that. The average margin is 20%, but regardless, let's just keep going. It says, during a payment period, it says here, your account fee is based on a total of earnings of $75 and is a flat rate of $28. See the table below. So it's essentially saying that the fee is going to be $28 if you make $75, and this is deducted from your total earnings before your monthly payment is processed. So your payment amount is $47. So really what this comes down to is, let's go ahead and scroll down here, is essentially this fee table. And this fee table works in euro, it works in British pound sterling, and it works in dollars, okay? So let's see what the earning brackets is. So the earning brackets go all the way up to $500 or more. And we'll start at the very, very top, which is basically if you earn anywhere from $0 to $2, there's not going to be a fee, okay? If you earn anywhere from $2 to $2.99, there will be a fee of $1, okay? So let's just say you make $2. Well, you're going to pay half of that for Redbubble. If you make $3 to $3.99, and this is, permanently, $1.45. Okay, you make $4 to $4.99, you're gonna pay $1.85. If you make $5 to $5.99, you're gonna pay $2.30. So almost half right there. If you make $6, $6.99, $2.70, and so on, and then you keep going here, and it gets slightly better. So it starts off at 50% and it gets slightly better over time. If you go over here and let's just say you make $75, like the example that they had, anywhere from 70 to 79, your fee is going to be $28. Just for references, I want to go ahead and calculate that. $75, let's say you make 75, that would be 28 divided by 75. I want to figure out what the percentage is. That's a 37.3% fee. So essentially what you're doing is you're being punished, because that's what it is. This is a punishment. If you're a standard regular seller, you are being punished by Redbubble with a 37% tax. And when I say tax, I don't mean actual governmental tax, but a platform tax, a platform fee. They're being taxed. This is like the mob. We're dealing with the mafia right here. And the reason why we're doing that is because at the end of the day, Redbubble held the power. I don't want to say holds the power, but they held the power for a very long time, being one of the number one sites, aside from Merch by Amazon, of course, but generally to the public, they kind of, held a lot of the power because a lot of people do go on Redbubble. And Redbubble is probably one of the first options for most people when they get into print on demand. I can't sit here and say that this is going to be good, because it's not. It's not going to be good. This is you're literally crucifying and punishing your sellers, regardless of their size, because it's not about size right now. It's about being a standard seller, whatever that means. Because, like I said, it would make more sense if they told us what a standard seller is from an income to income level. Meaning, like if they said standard sellers are people who make from $0 to $500 a month, that's a standard seller. But that's not what a standard seller is. You can make, just like me, I made over $4,600 on one account in 1 month, and I'm still a standard seller. There's other people who wrote in the comments who said they make 10 sales, 20 sales a day, 5 sales a day, multiple sales a day, and they're standard sellers. So what's the deal here? And what you have to realize is, at the end of the day, they have bit more than they can chew. And what I mean by that, I say that this happened years ago, like 2 years ago, by allowing everybody into the platform, by not really taking down garbage designs that don't look good. It's buying up server space. And that server space is costly. It costs a lot of money, and especially it doesn't produce any income. One of the smartest things that Merch by Amazon did with their business is that if the design doesn't sell in a period of a certain amount of days, I forget what it was, either like 90 or 180 days, something like that, if it doesn't sell, they take the design down. It gets removed off the platform completely. And even though that sounds bad, that's more long-term, a better approach than doing something like this. Because what happens is you're frustrating your creators. And you got to think, Redbubble has like probably over 2 million designers on their platform. 2 million plus designer accounts. And if most of them are going to be standard, then most of them are going to be paying fees like this. An extra 30-something percent, 50%, depending on their size. Extra 20, 40, 30%. And it's harsh. It's very harsh. And the reason why it's harsh is because these are creators who are uploading on their platform on a daily basis. And like I said, the thing is all it takes is one large company to implement something like this, a drawback where they start charging people, and this is going to be the new norm, the new standard. And guys, believe it or not, there's many different businesses out there, that print on demand businesses, that are in deep water, not just Redbubble. Okay, and the reason why is, like I said, it comes down to server cost. You just can't accept everybody into your platform, and if you do, you're gonna have to pay the cost for that because of the designs. All of these, and I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but all of these things, when you add designs and designs and designs upon millions and millions of people, right, this is going to come to a cost over time, not to mention the advertising cost, the retargeting cost, all these kind of things from an algorithmic standpoint. I think there were better ways around this. I think they didn't have to charge their sellers any kind of fees. In fact, I think it should have been the opposite, where they could incentivize sellers to do better by awarding them with more cash. I think that's what should have been done. But like I said, I think whatever is being managed here, whoever is doing the managing, the CEO, I don't know who it is. I don't think they're understanding, no offense, the print-on-demand community fully. And I think they're coming at it from a money standpoint, like a corporate greed type standpoint, because if you truly understand your sellers want to make a fair amount of income. They don't want to be treated unfairly. They want to be, they want to have a safe haven. They want to have a place where they can post their designs and know that they're not going to be abused for it. And Redbubble has been more and more abusive over time. We have copycats on the platform. We have people blatantly stealing our designs. We have people who are getting us banned, getting our accounts taken down for no reason. And now, on top of that, when we essentially past all of those barriers, now what we're dealing with is a fee. We're dealing with a punishment on top of that. And I think all this comes down to a large percentage of the designs, and I said this before, on Redbubble are complete useless. They make no money. They produce no income. If I was the CEO today, what I would do is I would hire a team of 20 people, and every day I would make it a goal to remove 10,000 to 20,000 designs. And these designs are designs that don't make money and they don't look good. Okay. And let's be honest, we all know what designs that don't look good look like. You know, that guy or a person out there who maybe uploaded a bunch of crappy designs, pixelated designs that don't even fit properly on the product, they should be removed, in my opinion, instead of charging the people who actually care about the platform and uploading every day on the platform and being consistent, charging them more for what they do. It doesn't make sense. Okay. And this doesn't incentivize artists. This doesn't motivate people. You know, if there's somebody out here who makes $30 a month on Redbubble, he's going to have to pay $13.20. He's almost going to pay half. He's almost going to pay half of what he built, he or she built, right? Earns. What's the point then? Why would I go out there and start marketing and doing all this? I think at the end of the day, this could have been easily fixed, but it could have been fixed a different way. And, you know, honestly, the backlash wouldn't be as high. In fact, on Instagram, I might as well actually just pull this up now. Let's go ahead and pull up Instagram here, and let's search for Redbubble on Instagram. They actually made some posts, and they started deleting comments, or not deleting comments, started not allowing people to post. I'm pretty sure people started commenting like, why am I not allowed to? Okay, they opened up commenting back again, but you could see here, people were frustrated. You know, they're frustrated. I think, or maybe even they're deleting comments. I don't know what they're doing here. Let's see. Yeah, you could see or maybe they're not, but you could see here a lot of people are going and stating that they're not happy with what's going on in Redbubble. It says here, why are you screwing over the people that literally hold you together, hold your platform together? Whole artists there would be nothing to sell, do better. At the end of the day, guys, the reason why Redbubble is successful as to where they at is two reasons, okay? And it really actually comes down to one reason, but it's communication. The reason why Redbubble is successful is they're able to communicate to customers the products, and they're able to communicate to sellers the opportunity, right? That's what it comes down to. So sellers say, oh my God, this is a great opportunity. All I have to do is put my design and make money on a t-shirt. Let me go ahead and do that. And so sellers come, they do that. And then customers who see these designs, they say, oh my God, I love this design. Let me go ahead and buy it. That's what they're good at doing. But now what you're doing is you're hurting 50% of that equation. You're hurting the 50% that has built up the community, because if, let's just say 50% is organic traffic on Redbubble, that 50% comes from the seller. That 50% comes from the designer. And what I want to do is I want to talk about the solution to this, but I think I should just put it in the next video. I don't think I'm going to talk about it here in today's video, because I think this is just enough for one day. I mean, just going over these fees, it's pretty hefty. So if you make $500 or more, you're going to be spending $92 on these fees, which I don't know why 92. It sounds kind of arbitrary, but it is what it is. Anywhere from 400 to 50 to 500, or 499, sorry. That little penny makes a difference where I have to spend an extra $7 more for it. That penny, $85 to spend. If you make from 400 to 450 or 449, sorry, once again, with my estimations, you're going to spend an $80 fee. So yeah, it's just going to come right out of your wallet, essentially. It's not even going to, before it even comes to you. Once again, I want to see how much the little guy is being taken out of. Let's see here. If you're making $20, yeah, $9.20. You're going to get butchered. That's what it comes down to. You're going to get butchered, and I mean, they're taking literally half in some cases, or close to half of what you're earning. And I mean, we'll talk about the solutions in the next video. All right, guys. So hopefully you guys see what's going on, and these were just, I guess, my opinions, my suggestions for Redbubble. I don't think that this should be happening. I think the opposite. If anything, you should incentivize people to, you should be doing better by motivating people to produce more, right? The one way to motivate people is offer them some sort of reward instead of punishing them for becoming bigger and bigger, or trying to earn. It doesn't make sense to me, but it is what it is. I'll talk to you guys later. In my next video, I'll share with you guys the solution about what to do with this circumstance, with this situation. All right? I'll see you soon.